welcome back. So I'm headed to Walmart to pick up my print. Then I'm gonna get back, I'm gonna make my bed, you know, kind of get my room tidied up and put the print up and see how it looks. Hope it looks good. Hope it works. We shall see. I had to leave Buster because I can't take him in Walmart and I'm just scared to leave him out in the car. I don't want somebody to break in and get him. I know I'm probably being like extra paranoid about it, but that is one of my biggest fears, is somebody seeing him and then just, you know, breaking in the car to steal him. So I left him at home. So I'm just gonna run in there real quick. Also, while I'm in there, I think I'm gonna go ahead and look at their bins and maybe get me a couple bins so I can finish putting up all the winter and, you know, Christmas stuff. Get them in bins so I can, James and I can get that in the attic. And I am hurting today. Between the weather and everything that I did yesterday, my neck and shoulders are killing me. So I'm probably gonna be taking it a little easy today. I have, you know, some stuff I can do around the house. I need to catch up on some laundry, which is a whole ordeal, and I'll explain that in a minute. But also, yesterday, I think one of the reasons I'm hurting so bad is because, number one, I had no business loading those big old heavy bags into my car, okay? And then I'd said, you know, that I was just gonna sit in the car and let them unload it. Well, I couldn't do that. Once I got there, they only had one girl out there, and I just was not gonna let her unload all that heavy stuff right by herself. So I got out and helped her, looking the hot mess that I was. Lord, I can't believe I went out in public dressed like I was, but you know, it was just for a minute. So I think the combination of all the decluttering and the climbing and the bending and the moving and the shifting and the lifting of the heavy stuff and the combination of all of that and this weather, it's really got me like flared up. So I'm gonna take it easy. I'm not gonna try to declutter today. I'm just gonna kind of do some stuff around the house. And I need to start kind of getting some ideas about my mantle. I've put a couple things up there on it, but I haven't really like got into the closet in the other room because, for one thing, some of the Christmas stuff is in front of the door and I can't really get into it. So maybe I can handle all that today and kind of get in there and see what I have. But I don't know, I need some inspiration, and I want to, yeah, it's gonna sound so crazy what I'm fixing to say, but I need to go thrift store because I'm looking for some other big beautiful platters I want to use on my mantle. And I want them to be vintage and old, and I need to go thrift store, but I'm not, I don't think, am I? I don't know. It wouldn't hurt to just go look, right? I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna get in the closet and see what I have and kind of maybe move some stuff around that I have. I have that big beautiful one on the shelf in my dining room, but I don't want to take it down because I love it up there. To me, it's just perfect. So, you know, if I have to wait and shop around, that's okay too. Y'all, I have got the biggest knot on the back of my thigh. It hurts so bad. Let me tell you what I did. So I was in my kitchen in my upper cabinet, so I pulled one of the dining room chairs over there to stand in it, and when I went to get down, I misjudged where I was actually at. Anyway, the corner of the top of the chair, you know, the same corner that got my eye at Christmas time, well, I hit my thigh on it, in the back of my thigh. It hurt so bad, and I was just like, oh no. Well, I knew I was probably gonna get a bruise, because I mean, honest to goodness, you can just flick me and I get a bruise. But I looked last night and sure enough I have a bruise, but it's literally like a knot and it hurts so bad. I can feel it every time I take a step, or like sitting down. If I move a certain way, I can feel it. It hurts so bad. I am such a klutz, y'all. I'm so graceful. I don't know why my mama didn't name me Grace, because Lord knows I'm graceful. But, you know, it's okay. But I'm learning to listen to my body, and I was telling some of y'all in the comments from Tuesday's video that not that I need James's permission to just stop, but I think that day when I went and had lunch with him and he told me to just stop, it's okay. It's okay to stop. It's okay to not always be doing something. It does not make me, my biggest thing is I don't want to come across as lazy, because I'm not a lazy person, and I love to be busy and I love to do stuff and I love to, you know, stay active and all that kind of stuff. I've never been one that can just kind of just sit around, but I'm learning that it's okay if I do. That does not mean that I'm lazy. It does not mean that I'm not a good wife. It does not mean I'm not taking care of my home. It's okay to just stop, be it a day, a few hours, a week. It's okay. And him telling me that, just, it was like, okay, I have his blessing and his permission to just stop. And I know that is probably going to sound just crazy to some of y'all, and y'all may even be like, what? I know, but I'm telling you, it just did something. And so I'm trying to learn that it's okay to just stop. And y'all have told me, you know, y'all understand about if I don't record every day, which the videos, recording and stuff, it does not bother me. I love it, y'all. It is a blessing to me to have y'all. Y'all just, I can't even find the words to really describe what, you know, the videos and all of that. It's not a chore. It's not a burden, you know. I really, really enjoy it, and I need it. I don't know if that makes sense to y'all, but I need this channel and I need y'all. So when I say stuff about, you know, being overwhelmed and needing to just stop, that doesn't always mean this channel. Sometimes it means I just need to just stop, you know, trying to constantly be doing stuff, not just to have content, but just, that's how I am in life, you know. So I never want y'all to feel like you or this channel is a burden, because it's not. It's a blessing. It is a blessing in so many ways I don't even understand it myself, and I'm not able to explain it. It's just a blessing. But y'all have told me y'all just enjoy just, you know, the chats and just going along with me in my everyday life. And I film so much in a day that when I go to edit, I really have to cut down and condense and take so much out, because I'm just always talking to y'all. I'm just always talking to y'all. But thank y'all for being here for me. I just can't even, I wish maybe the Lord will give me the right words to be able to fully express how I feel about this channel and this little family that we are. But right now he hasn't, and I can't explain it. But I'm pulling in Walmart now, y'all. Y'all pray for me as I go in the store. Oh, y'all know me in Walmart. But it don't seem too bad today. So hopefully it will be a pleasant experience. I really hope my print looks good. That's what I really hope. I'm excited that it's matte, and not shiny. I think that's going to make a big difference. So we will see. So let me get it, maybe get me some bins and get back home, and I'll show y'all. I'll do my first impressions with y'all when I open it up, like I did the other day when I got the print. I was not happy with it, as you could tell. Okay, so here's the deal. I realized I didn't go into the whole deal about the washing machine. Like, I started out in this vlog talking about laundry, and that was a whole ordeal. It just hit me that I didn't ever tell y'all what the deal was. Okay, so here's the deal. So Sunday, y'all know, was not my best day. So I got up that morning, was just kind of chilling out, had my coffee, you know, was meditating on the scripture the Lord had give me, just kind of like, just doing my thing. So then I decided I was going to put on a load of laundry. So I did, and for whatever reason, I had to walk back into the laundry room, and when I did, I stepped in water. Now, y'all know we've had this issue a couple months ago, and we thought it was the water pump on the washing machine, and we replaced that only to find out it was the drain pipe where the water drains out was clogged, remember? And we had to put the Drano stuff in it and do all that. Well, lo and behold, it happened again. Yes, I know, it is so crazy. I have never in all of my life of owning a washing machine and washing clothes have ever had this issue happen until, what, 2 months ago when it happened? 2 or 3 months ago? And then it happened again. So, of course, that just triggered everything. Well, we got the Drano stuff. We didn't get the same kind, and I realized that later. But we ended up having to use 2 bottles, 2 separate times. You know, you put it in there, you let it sit, then you flush it with hot water. Then we tried the washing machine again, same thing. So we started over, put the other bottle, let it sit a lot longer, and then I flushed it twice with hot water. Like, I even run some through, I boiled it on the stove. That's what I did. The first time we did this a couple months ago, I run it through the coffee pot, but I actually boiled it. I didn't get it like boiling, but I got it hot, hotter than tap. Well, then that worked. So now I've been leery about washing clothes because I don't know what's going on. I mean, it worked fine after that. I washed a load of clothes with no issues, and now I have more to wash, but it scares me, and it lets me know that I am not going to be able to just put on a load of laundry and leave, because I'm constantly going to be in there checking it. So frustrating. I have now put it in my phone, and I will be getting a monthly reminder to do the Drano deal. And we're going to get, the first time we ever did this, we used the Drano Max Professional something. Well, they didn't have that. I couldn't remember really what kind we got. So when I went to Walmart Sunday morning to get some, I got a different kind. And then we were in there like seeing if it was working, and James looked on my shelf in the laundry room, and there was a piece of a bottle of the original one we got. I was like, are you kidding me? But anyway, that's okay. Now I know what kind to get. And I'm just going to start doing that monthly because it is ridiculous. I mean, have y'all ever had that problem? I asked James, I was like, why now? Like, we've lived in this house since 2017. I'm like, why now? As of 2 or 3 months ago, is it starting this? I just don't understand it. And I guess what we're going to end up eventually having to do is get a plumber to come out and just kind of, I don't know, check on it. I don't know. I just don't know. It just baffles me. But anyway, I'm back home now. And I've got a roast I'm going to cook for dinner. And I'm going to show y'all that, how I do my roast. So let me get everything unloaded, and we can look at our print too. So touch base with you in just a minute. Okay. Let's see what this looks like. No, you've already had one. You've already had your treat when I come in. This is not for you, this is for Mama. It's printed on. It's printed like this, and it should be printed like this. And it's not matte. Does that look matte to y'all? I've never in my life had so much trouble getting a thing printed. Anyway, let me show y'all how I do my roast. And then I'm gonna figure out the whole print thing, so. Yeah, let me show you what I do with how I cook my roast. Okay, so how I do my roast is I use my slow cooker. And y'all, this pot, I love this pot. If you've been with me for any amount of time, y'all know I love this pot. And I will tell you the best place to find these pots are at your thrift stores. I found one the other day. I did not buy it because I have this one, but it had the lid, the pot, and the warmer part for like $6.99. And y'all, that is an amazing price for this pot because you can do so much with this pot. Anyway, I'm gonna tilt the camera down and show you what I do to my roast and how I cook my roast, and my family loves it. And it's just so good. Just one of those hearty meals. And it can be, the way I cook mine, this can be just the whole meal itself, and maybe you wanna serve it with some rice, or you can just let this be your meal. But I will probably make some rolls in this. That way James can sop up the gravy because it'll make its own gravy and everything. It is so good. So let me show you what I do. First of all, I get a chuck roast. And I like to make sure it has a lot of the fat in it, a lot of the marbling, because that makes it more tender. So I pick that up. I love the baby carrots. I won't use this whole bag. I'll use probably half of this bag. A couple potatoes because that's all I have, and then a small onion. And then to season it, I use garlic salt, onion powder, and garlic powder, and that's it. Now, what you can do is once your roast gets cooked, and I've used this and put my roast in here frozen, and I would put it in first thing in the morning frozen, and it will cook slow all day and it'll be perfect. But now it's like 11:30 and this one's not frozen, so I'm gonna put it on now. By the time James gets home, it'll be fine. What you can do if you want a thicker, like a brown gravy, is I drain the juices off of this when it gets done. I'll pour it in like my little measuring cup, my glass measuring cup, and get those McCormick brown gravy mixes. Let me see if I have one. These, and then I will use the juices from the roast and these and make a gravy and then pour it over it. But you don't have to do that. It will make its own gravy. It just won't be a thick, like a brown gravy. But that's personal preference. Sometimes I do it this way, sometimes I don't. Just depends. But since I have these, I will probably do that today, and I will show y'all that. So let me get the potatoes peeled, the onion peeled, and everything washed up, and we'll put it together. Okay, I have everything washed, and so now we're gonna start putting it together in our pot. So what I do is I just take my roast, and I just put it in there. Okay. Then I'm going to take my carrots and just start sprinkling them around. Then I'll cut up my potatoes. And then I'm just gonna cut up my onion. And then I will take my garlic salt. Just kind of move stuff around and get it all in there. My garlic powder. We love garlic. Oh. Okay. And then my onion powder. Same thing, just kind of. Put the lid on. I'm gonna put it on high to start with and let it start cooking, and then when it starts cooking, then we will turn it down to around probably about medium, and then just let it cook slow the rest of the day. So that's it. All right, y'all. I reordered the print. It was operator error. It gives you the option to change, like if you want landscape or what's the other one? Anyway, I didn't change that yesterday when I ordered it, so I messed it up. I didn't pay attention to that. So I reordered it. It'll be ready today some point. So I'll be making another trip to Walmart. Thank goodness it was not expensive. It's much cheaper through Walmart than it is Walgreens, even using their little code. I'm kind of bummed that it's not like true matte, but anyway. So yeah, that was my bad. I did wash a load of clothes. The washer worked fine. So I gotta swap those over and put another load on. So I'm so glad that the washer worked. Oh, the struggle is real, y'all, but God is good. Okay, so our roast has been cooking for about 3.5, 4 hours. So now I'm going to drain the juices off of it to make my gravy. So each pack of gravy, you need 1 cup of water. So when I drain this, I'm going to drain it into my measuring cup. So let me show you what cup I'm going to drain it into. I have this 2-cup measuring cup. So we're going to drain our juices into the measuring cup, and that will let me know how much more water I may need to add to this. But we're going to get all the juices that we can off of our roast to make our gravy. So let me get the camera set up so I can show y'all that, and then we'll get our gravy made. This is extremely hot. So if you do it this way, please be careful. So I'm going to just use some rags, and I'm just going to kind of, can't see, hold on. I'm going to use some rags, and I'm just going to kind of take the pan and drain as much juice off of that as I can. Oh. But this is what it's looking like. Looks so good, don't it? Okay, so let's get our onion out. Okay, so we have about 1.5 cups. So I'm just going to fill the rest of the way up to 2 cups, and then we'll use this to make our gravy. I'm just going to pour my liquid into this little pot. You basically just follow the directions. You're going to put your brown gravy mix in here. Whisk continually till it begins to boil. And then I pour it over the roast and let it cook the rest of the way. So I'm going to continue to do this until my gravy's done, and then we'll pour it over our roast. So I'm not going to make y'all sit here and watch me. You just follow the directions on the pack, and that's all there is to making this gravy, but it's a really good gravy. So I'll be back. So the gravy's ready, so now I'm going to move the camera back, and then we're going to pour the gravy onto the roast. It does not get any easier than that, y'all, and it's so good. So let me get the lid put back on. Let it cook a little bit more. I'm gonna turn it down on low, probably between like 1 and 2, because it cooked on high for 2 hours, and I could hear it kind of like bubbling and really like cooking in the pan good. So then I put it on medium. High is like 5, and then I turned it to like 3 for about 2.5 hours. And now I'm going to put it on like between 1 and 2, real low, and that way it'll kind of keep cooking until James gets home, and then it'll be ready to eat when he gets home. And that's all there is to it. So I really hope you enjoyed this recipe. It's not like rocket science, but it's the only way that I can make a roast edible. I cannot do one in the oven to save my life. So I'm so grateful for the slow cooker, because it just takes all the guesswork out of it for me. And we love it. So I hope that helps you if you've ever been having trouble cooking a roast, or maybe you've never tried one before because you were too scared or whatever reason. Hopefully this will help you and give you some ideas. All right, y'all, it's the moment of truth. I'm gonna fix me up some of this roast. I'm trying to get James to taste test it for y'all on camera, but you know. Y'all know how James is. Don't that look good? All right, let's see. Y'all, it is so tender. Some roast, potatoes, carrots. Look at that. All right, James. James?
He's not here.
Look how it just cuts with a fork. So tender. All right. Buster said he'll taste this for us. All right, y'all, let me see how I did. As Shrek would say, that'll do, donkey. That'll do. So good. James. Come here. Come here, take a bite from me. What? All right, let's see.
Mama, right here.
What do you think, bub? Is that good? All right, James, come on. Please. Well, James is being a spoil sport tonight. He's not going to taste on camera for y'all. But just know, I would not lie to y'all. This is good. So easy and very filling. I did not do rolls tonight because I just did not feel like it. So I didn't do it. I didn't make rice, but that would be good with it if you wanted to.
I got all the rolls.
Buster, you want
He
to take
said,
a bite?
"Get him a bite."
Come here.
I don't need on camera.
Jackson,
It's
really?
against my religion.
James, they don't think you don't like your wife's cooking. James, quit. Don't look in there. Don't look in there. Don't look in there.
You ain't got donuts today.
That's cookies. Here. Here.
Fix that.
That was your bite to it. No. Me and Buster will enjoy it. Okay. So, the roast is delicious. I hope y'all enjoyed that little... Can you really call it a recipe? Tip, I guess. I don't know. I'm glad I only bought one tote because I think this is all I'm going to need for my Christmas winter decor. I've been going around the house kind of putting stuff up, so that's good. Y'all, this print that I'm trying to get printed out is going to be the death of me. So I ordered it again, and I got the email. It was ready for pickup. I go to my store that I use, the one closest to my house, and the guy couldn't find it. And I happened to look at the email, and they had sent it to the wrong store. So, and it's quite a bit of ways for me, and I'm not driving that far. So, I just reordered it for this store, and I'll pick it up tomorrow. Good Lord willing. So, it better be worth it. That's all I can say. That better be the prettiest print up there on that wall I've ever seen. All right, so this is going to do me for today. I did not get everything done that I wanted to do today, but that's okay. The Advil finally started working for my neck and stuff. It's still kind of tight, so I'm just gonna go soak in a hot bath and just enjoy the rest of the night. But I hope y'all enjoyed. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. As always, it's been a pleasure. I love y'all, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, y'all.